What is up, everyone? Conixis here. Welcome back to Shining Song Starnova. And as you can see, or maybe don't see, depending on how it acts up, but yes, we're back with this whole thing. Weird, yes. Warranted? Probably, because this game has been fucking with me for the past 3 episodes, and ooh-wee. So I thought, this time, let's get some raw reactions in. So we're bringing back Facecam. Don't know for how long. It tends to be annoying sometimes, which is why I say fuck it half the time. But we'll try it again. So, last time, as you remember, Sasami is really become the little shit. Telling Aki, listen, it's your fault. You fuck up and you're not good by the time we're about to do our dome live. Your ass is out. That's it. Get out. Telling Maria, it's about time you graduate. Oh my god, mate. Sasami has just become... I can't. I don't know how to really explain it because, like, Sasami, like, people might be like, Conixis, you're acting all like this over a character. Well, listen, man. When I play games, I try to get connected to the characters, alright? So, when I get connected to a character and they start changing up on me like this, that shit hurts! So, it's just the fact that Sasami in every single route was this pure girl. This nice and straightforward girl. The only normal one, I guess you could say, out of everyone. The one who had a positive outlook and was the one trying to keep the group together. She was literally like the glue keeping everyone together because her kind nature balanced everyone else out. You know what I'm saying? So, the fact that she went from that to just a generic little shit that's mixed in with everyone else, it hurts because I was expecting this like perfectly vanilla and cutesy route for Sasami. It was like all this buildup of going through everyone's route to fucking get to her, and then all of a sudden you get there and then you think you're gonna have your little happy vanilla route, and then no, Shiro comes in and she does her little thing, and then like Sasami's brain goes all fucked, and then this happens. So it's honestly surprising. I quite honestly don't know how to feel about any of it. I just really hope there's some sort of redemption, because if Sasami ends up like this, and this is just how it goes, and this is how it'll end, well, I know, I feel like there's probably gonna be an Act 3, because how Act 2 was named, it didn't really seem like an ending act. It seemed like this is more of the act, so get ready for a 3rd fucking act. But yeah, so I just feel like if Sasami isn't redeemed in some form or way, then she might be the worst character in the game. She might end up at the bottom of the tier list, not the worst character in the game, but the bottom of the tier list, because even Julie was a shit, but she redeemed herself. But if Sasami can't really... If I don't feel like Sasami gets that redemption, then it's a wrap. Sasami's just gonna be at the bottom of the tier list for me. But anyways, I've spent enough time talking about this, so let's continue on. Finally, the end of the month arrived, and with that, the end of the Lord Gilla film shoot came as well. Oh boy, the cast and crew applauded with the conclusion of the final take. It's finally over. Thank you for your hard work for your work, producer-san, Shimazaki-san. It was my pleasure to work with Shining Productions again. Of course, it was my pleasure as well, Sato-san.
Thank you very much, Sato-san.
Anyways, no need for our big star of the moment to talk with the middle management guy, like me. We've got some refreshments and the director is still there. Go talk with the people that matter. Then, until next time. Oh boy. So, I'm telling you, fucking Ito about to come back with a vengeance. Sasami with them fake molestation claims and shit like that. Nah, Ito about to come back somehow. Even though he didn't get a character strike, he's still about to come back and do some shit. Sasami ended up wandering away from producer-san as the wrap-up celebration continued. She turned around when she heard a familiar voice.
Well, what do we have here? Shiro-san, congratulations on the conclusion of the shoot. Of course, you too, Sasami-chan. It was a pretty big win for your career, huh? Being cast in a high-profile production like this? I suppose so. Although I would wait until seeing the film's reception before celebrating too much. Best not count your chickens before they hatch. Shiro-san? Yes? I know we're not exactly on the best of terms, but I want to say thank you very much for all that you've taught me, and best of luck for your victory at the fan election.
No. 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 What she taught you is how to be a shit like the rest of society. That's not really something you should thank anyone for.
Ah, of course. No need to fear, I'll win. Sasami-chan, I don't know if you'll ever believe me or not, but I never wanted to become enemies. I just wanted to help you, you know? But I understand I crossed the line and made you feel uncomfortable. I'm sorry. Huh. Well, I suppose I may have been a bit too paranoid as well. I suppose the pressure got to me. It sure isn't a shame, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm about to say. Wait. Shouldn't it be it really is a shame? Whatever. Wait, it really isn't a shame, isn't it, that we ended up on the right... No! Wait, I feel like if that sentence is supposed to work, if she means what she means, like, it's too bad that we ended up on different idol groups, but I feel it should be, isn't it a shame? But it really isn't a shame. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know what she means. Well, anyways, it really isn't a shame, isn't it, that we ended up on rival idol groups? Then... Before Sasami could leave, Shiro passed her a folded up piece of paper. A certain someone wanted you to have this. Huh? Alright. Then I'll see you again. The fuck is this? Sasami walked over to a secluded spot behind the set and opened the sheet. Want to meet you, Kami P. Oh. Wait a minute. Nah. I think that's sus. Why did he sign it like that? The only person who calls him Kami P is Haruka, I'm fairly certain. Ooh, I don't like this. Even if it really is Kamijou, I still won't like it. But I don't like it for the fact that, you know, if it's Haruka and the others trying to fuck Sasami over... Hooey! I might not particularly like Sasami at the moment, but I don't want her to get fucked up now.
Isn't that Quasar's producer? What does he want with me? I noticed Sasami lurking in the shadows and approached her. Is something the matter? Unbeknownst to me, Sasami scrunched up the message in her fist. Nothing at all, producer-san. I just got lightheaded for a moment and was trying to relax for a bit. Really? Do you need a first aid or anything? No. I'm feeling fine now. I get what you mean, though. There's so many important people here, and it's really important to practice right etiquette. Honestly, I feel a little lightheaded myself right now. Yes, it's exactly that.
When we left the studio, we were greeted with the rainstorm. Summer storm, huh? Guess we're in the middle of, monsoon season. I opened my umbrella and got out my keys. Come on, let's get back to the office.
Actually, I was going to meet my parents for dinner today.
Today for dinner, my bad. Really? Alright, don't catch a cold in the rain.
Of course, I brought my umbrella, so it should be fine.
Alright, and see you later, then. Okay, with that, the two of us went our separate ways. I use disappointment so sparingly, but Jesus Christ, it's through the roof right now. I can't believe that she would actually even go and meet with Kamijou. And even if it's not Kamijou, the fact that he gave it thought, it's, who the fuck is this anymore? However, Sasami had no intention of ever meeting her parents. In fact, such an appointment had never existed in the first place. Oh, I would never have guessed.
No, I've even lied to producer, son. I wonder what's wrong with me. But
She got the message she had received from Shiro earlier as she stared up at the Golden Cap production skyscraper. Never had she thought she would step foot here again. In fact, she already knew that this was most likely a trap. The Golden Cap people were probably going to entice her to betray Starnova with offers of money and fame. But she was still curious, and that's all it takes. Curiosity is what it takes in order for something small and a thought to turn into something big and fucked up. We thought we were gonna get cucked romantically. No! We're gonna get cucked because they're gonna take our fucking idol, man! Oh, boy! This was the birthplace of Quasar, the greatest idol group ever produced. What did Shiro have that she lacked? What made her the greatest and Sasami merely the lamb? With a gulp, she stepped into the wolf's den. Oh, boy. Sasami left the elevator and entered Kamijou's office, escorted by one of his secretaries. Okay, it was legit. He actually did want to see her, because I don't know. But anyways, Kamijou stood from his chair and faced her. Welcome, Shimazaki-san, to Golden Cap Productions. Or at least, that's what I would like to be able to tell you. He motioned for his secretary to leave and approached Sasami.
Kamijou-san, I've heard much about you. I'm pleased to finally greet you in person.
And as have I, the new rising star of the idol world. Kamijou looked up and down Sasami's body as if appraising her value.
Why did you call me up here? Isn't something like this?
Fear not. I have security chasing away paparazzi. A full half-kilometer radius around this property at all times. A necessary precaution in this industry. Nobody will know that you were in my office. Is what you say. I had a proposition for you.
I see.
I've heard that Starnova has been under pressure lately, no? Do you feel that you are being held back at Shining Productions? I understand that your time at Golden Cap Productions was not the best, and for that I truly apologize. That is why I am personally prepared to make amends for your poor treatment while you were employed here.
I see. So that's what this is about.
In short, you have caught my eye, Shimazaki-san. Oh, Shimazaki-Sasami-san. With the proper resources and the right producer, you can be made into the next great empress of the entertainment business. I'm adding that on. Sorry about that, guys. Anyways, your producer. Well, he is a gentleman, an upright man, but he does not have the chops to fight for you in this competitive industry. You see, if you want to make it your idol into I thought he was going to say her career, but if you want to make your idol into a winner, you must be willing to do anything. You must be willing to be crazy. You must be willing to become the devil himself. I am willing to do that for you, Shimazaki-san, as I do for every one of my girls. This is my offer. Sign on to switch to Quasar, and I will immediately give you the provisional number 5 rank, the minimum you will need for front row treatment. Play your cards right, and you can work your way up or down. So basically what he's telling you, Sasami, is you could be a 5th row, well, not 5th row, but you could be 5th in the lining, or you can stay at Shining and be the center. Or you can be 5th in the lining and also fucking work your way down, so you could be worse off than Sasami. I'm only gonna tell you this once. Listen close. I need you to come here. Yep. I have the tiniest shred of respect left for you. Please don't fucking ruin it. Don't fucking ruin it. I ask that you use your brain for the first time in this whole route and not even take it into consideration. Just line up with no. Ah, my God. This is your chance. The truth that is that Okuda Shiro's time is fading. Quasar needs a new ace. The idol world needs a new empress. Give the world, and I will make you into the greatest star the world has ever known. The fact that there wasn't an answer, I'm already disappointed. Fucking Christ. The girls gathered around Aki for the first time in nearly a month after we walked into the office together.
It's alright, you know. I can walk fine by myself now. Congratulations on your release from the hospital. Congratulations. It was abnormally quiet without you around, you know. I knew I'd say this, but I never knew I'd say this, but I missed you. Where would the team be without our resident shitlolly? That was a pretty close call, eh? But good thing Akion managed to get better in time.
That accent still fucks me.
Everyone, thanks.
Aki walked up to Sasami and grinned.
Wow, looks like I lucked out this time. Sure looks like it. I'm not going to give up yet. Even though you might be the center, I still want to shine. So let's make the Dome Live a success, you hear? I'm glad that you're back.
I sighed in relief at the team's reunion. It seemed like Aki's return managed to calm the girls' nerves just by a bit. But then, Sasami drops the bombshell. A good thing, too, since we were just 1 week away from the live now. Ooh, okay, I just thought of something. Picture it. We go through with the Dome Live. It reaches the end. Our wonderful center has an announcement. She's leaving to join Quasar. Fucking hell, that's probably what's gonna happen. Watch. You join Quasar, Sasami, you're immediately at the bottom of the tier list. Immediately! I'm still holding out hope for you, but you join them, you're immediately at the bottom of the fucking tier list! Even though Aki-chan's back, she's still prohibited from doing overtime work. I've rearranged her schedule to fit as many team practices as possible, but absolutely no pushing it, alright? Her recovery's going to be meaningless if she just relapses. Okay. I know the past few weeks have been difficult for everyone. This Dome Live's going to be Starnova's most important live yet. It's only natural that we be under pressure. When we first started on this path 2 years ago, none of us could have predicted that Starnova would have become this big a hit. Now I know there's been trouble along the way. We've been pulling non-stop overtime, even to the point of hurting ourselves. Sometimes people have badmouth us, and through it all, you all had to wear nothing but smiles on your faces. But I want to believe that you can still continue on with the same emotions you had. Well, all except one person. When you first signed on to become idols, you still remember, don't you? The hope, the ambition, the belief you could become a star just the way you are. Well, that's not for somebody anymore. Maybe I'm overstating myself, but let's keep that belief close to heart. Because the moment you've all been waiting for is now here. The Tokyo Dome. I was gonna add live to that. Starnova's greatest and biggest live. Well, there's live.
What are you doing delivering speeches like that? You trying to look cool or something?
Despite her words, Maria looked the most emotional out of all the girls, barely managing to hold back the tears at the corners of her eyes. Tokyo Dome had always been her dream.
I never thought the day would come. With the way things were going, I thought at best I'd get a Dome Live for my graduation or something. But I suppose our leader pulled it off and got us this live early. Alright, let's get out there and knock the ball out of the park. home run! Smash it out of the field! Right into the lot tower! Oh. No, this isn't the World Series, you bumpkin. It truly is an auspicious moment, no? The prize, which will make everything we've endured worth it. The girls excitedly chatted amongst themselves, their motivation, returning. However, Sasami seemed quieter than usual. Sasa-chan, something the matter? You've been kinda quiet. No, I've always been... Not necessarily, but... I've always been the quiet one, haven't I? To tell the truth, Sasha-chan's been kinda strange lately. My, could she be? Could she have something to tell us? Oh, you bet she does! And it ain't good! A lot of things have been on my mind, but first we have the dome life to worry about. After that's over... There's something I want to tell everyone. Something to tell everyone? Could it be that Sasa-chan's already tired of being an idol and planning on graduating? Then who'll be our center? Me, obviously. No, please, anything but that. Hey, you, aren't you getting a little ahead of yourself, considering you were out with a busted knee for a month? Well, a little sprained knee, no problem for a fresh-faced teen like me. Well, I suppose it's something you'll have to find out one way or another. Yeah, that confirms it. Something you'll have to find out one way or another, Sasami. Ah! It hurts! Oh, shit! Oh, God, I never expected Sasami, out of everyone here, would be the one to wound me the most. My God. If she wounded me, I thought it would be because something bad happened to her, but... But for now, the dome live. Huh? Alright. Now, let's get to work, everyone. Didn't we have a talk show appearance today to promote our live? Let's get going. Okay. Oh boy. Look at this. Did we have one before? I feel like we did. I don't remember. As scheduled, the girls arrived at the television studio for their appearance on the popular talk show, Tanaka-san's Golden Hour. I watched behind the display screen as the cameraman filmed the proceedings. I feel like something's gonna happen because this is a thing. Something bad's gonna happen. Then, Sasami-chan, you're the center of the unit despite being on one of the youngest members of the team. Have there been fights between the girls because of this? Of course not. Even though I'm the center, Maria's still everyone's One-sama. I'm counting on everyone's support to make Starnova into a big success every day. But there have been some arguments, haven't there? Yeah, I remember the one when Nantan emptied out all the snacks and... Wow. Empty out all the snacks in the break room. That was such a huge deal, wasn't it? Why's everyone looking at me? My, Nantan is a growing girl. It's only natural that she'd need her calories. What the hell? God damn it. Now we're popular enough to afford all the snacks we want, so we don't have to worry anymore. But, it really was hard back in the days, huh? You could say that our situation has improved greatly. I see. Well, that's good to hear. Now, Aki-chan, this is the first time that you appeared in a while, hasn't it? We were all worried that we might not see you again. Just what have you been up to lately? To tell the truth, I got a rig... God damn it, Aki. I forgot that she puts on the shit lolly act. I completely forgot about that. I was about to say, what? To tell the truth, I got a real big owie a few days back. Luckily, it wasn't too bad, and the doctor managed to get me back together again. As you can see, I'm totally fine now. To all the Oni-chans watching back home, I'm sorry for having made you all worry. Yeah, I had the strongest feeling I'd see Junpei. Aki-chan! Yeah, I knew it. I like something in my bones told me he'd react to that. Anyways. Let's all do our best at the Dome Live. Kira! Oh, God damn it. What was this? Knowing the girls' usual personalities, seeing them on set was becoming a rather surreal experience. With each passing day, it seemed like the girls' on stage personalities diverged further from their actual personalities. I suppose that only came part and parcel to working as a pro idol. Despite shaking my head at the fakeness, the proceedings, I couldn't help but smile. So far, so good. For now. The girls were really holding their own on the talk show. Until... No, that's it. Okay, good. After we finished recording the talk show, I stood with the girls in the parking lot of the television studio for our company van to pick us up. I looked up to the bloodstained sky. So much had happened the past year. We had become so big, and yet I felt like we had lost something. Something important. Gee, I wonder what we lost. And you know what they say, if you don't remember, it probably wasn't important. But I know. I know, and I've been the one hurting this whole time. Was this the Starnova I wished to create, or was it? You know what, Sasami? Sasami? Every time I see you on screen and it's just you, I have fear in my heart. I never imagined that be for you. That just used to be for Shiro or Oda, but now it's for you and Aki's mom. But now it's for you, and that's an issue.
Producer-san, I have a question.
Sasa-chan?
How far can someone go to become a star idol?
Huh? That's an awfully tough question.
Lately, I've been feeling all sorts of emotions. Sometimes I'm overflowing with pride. I feel like I can accomplish anything and everything. All the men love me. I might have become the most sought-after woman in the nation. I look at myself in the mirror and I see...
Perfect. Holy shit, this is the most vain thing I've ever heard. Wow. I see perfection, huh?
It must be so for everyone to praise me. But then I feel terror, nausea, like I'm going to throw up my heart and die in a pool of my own blood. Everyone wants everything from me. I'm so tired of being everyone's heroine. I want to tell them the truth, that I'm a terrible person, and I'm not smiling at all, through this at all. But if I did that, I'd lose it all. All my accomplishments, everything would be taken away. I'd be a nobody. No, worse than a nobody. I would become a failure. I would be hated. Everyone who ever loved me would scorn me. Love one moment and hated another. It's really a mad world, how easily people's opinions change. Every day I feel like I lose more pieces of myself. Everything I must do to become an idol, it wears me out. But...
Sasami looked up into the sky.
It has to be done, huh? I have to keep aiming for the top.
You don't have to. You were enjoying being an idol before when you were just doing your own thing. So, why don't you just do that instead of aiming for the top? You didn't have to listen to Shiro or anybody else. You just have to listen to you. You became an idol for your own reasons. And then you let Shiro shit on those reasons. And then now you're down this path that you don't even like anymore. Like, why? All you had to do was just stick to your guns, and you would have been fine, but you decided to listen to Shiro, and then you decided to take up what she said, and then you started getting all these other crazy fucking thoughts in your head, and now you're in a place that you don't like. When all you had to do was continue to be yourself, and that is why I'm disappointed in Sasami, because all she literally had to do was continue doing what she believed in. She was making strides by being herself. She didn't even have to change, and she was already becoming one of the top idols in the nation. So why did she feel the need that she needed to change when you were already on your way to the top? I don't understand this. Like, it's not like the group was doing bad or they were like falling back. They were doing amazing. The best out of any of the routes. They were doing fantastic. So I just don't get why she felt the need to change. She was fine how she was. I don't understand. I just don't get it. Sasa-chan.
Producer-san, are you willing to do everything in your power to make Starnova? To make Shimazaki Sasami into a star?
Yeah, that's why I call myself Producer-san after all. I want you to be a star. No, I want you to become a legend. Sasami looked down.
I
He turned her head toward where Aki was chatting with the other girls in the distance.
I like how the music and everything just flipped!
That girl is still injured, you know.
Aki-chan, what?
She's simply lying about having fully healed. Acting comes second-hand for pro idols, you know. Maybe after having lied so many times myself, I've gotten better at detecting when others are lying.
Hey, serious? If Aki-chan's knee still isn't fixed.
She's going to hold us back in her own life. No, she might even endanger it. She's become a risk to the team.
Oh! Oh! Ah!
Alright, thanks for letting me know. I'll arrange for something just in case troubles happen to arise then.
Producer-san, could it be that you have feelings for Aki-chan?
Me? Of course not. She's one of my talents. Besides, I leaned into Sasami and whispered, "I still did that, you know. There's no way I'd have my eyes on anyone else after that." Okay. That's how it's gonna go, huh? Sasami's turned into this, huh? Ooh. 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 Ooh.
That's right, isn't it? Producer-san's eyes are only on me.
I gulped as Sasami gave me a wicked look while biting her lower lip. I don't... You should, because I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Like, everyone in their routes, even though they went through shit, they stuck to who they were, in a sense. And that's the problem here. Like, Sasami, her route is just going this insane direction. I don't even know who this is anymore. She's become a completely different person. And However, I only felt a deep sense of regret. Despite having made it bigger than we could have ever imagined, our future seemed even more uncertain than ever. Meanwhile, I gotta read serious because it's Quasar. Meanwhile, at the Quasar camp, Gari finished putting together her nightly blog posts and hit submit on her cell.
Oh yeah. It looks like Kariichi's gearing up for the fan election as well.
Mako-chan, you scared me.
I have been working on my social media more often as well. It seems like the moment has come, no? Any thoughts regarding the new rankings?
Well, honestly, it'd be nice if they stayed more or less the same. I've gotten used to everyone around me. It'd be unfortunate if someone got cut from the team or suddenly lost a lot.
Someone's gonna get cut because Sasami's gonna have to come and, ransack your place, man.
Even though that would mean someone else gained a lot of ranks?
I just don't want to see anyone else get hurt, that's all.
Basically, you simply wish for the status quo to be maintained. What a boring girl you are.
What about Mako-chan? Are you aiming for the top spot then?
Best not speak such words too loudly around here, or else I would fear for my well-being. Not in any manner. I'm aiming to gain a rank or two, yes? While the top spot certainly seems unrealistic, I would hope to solidify my position in the front row.
I see. Then best of luck. Best of luck. I don't know what'll happen yet, but let's all try our best.
I remember when someone said, "Let's try our best," and it meant something, but now it means absolutely nothing.
Anyway, it doesn't seem like any of the other front row girls are around, eh? Stella-san's probably in scheduled maintenance, but I wonder what Shiro-senpai and Haruka-senpai are doing.
Doubtlessly planning their moves for the fan election. This could be Haruka-senpai's chance after all. If she were to become the center in an upset victory, then the idol world would be shaken to the core.
You think something like that would happen? I thought the Shiro-senpai would win for sure, like always.
Well, while Shiro-senpai certainly has led Quasar into a new golden age, she is certainly getting up there in the years. It does make you wonder just how much longer management will allow her to be the Empress before disposing of her and crowning a new queen. Whatever happens, this fan election will determine a great number of things. Who will lead us into the Idol Grand Prix, for starters?
Oh, I'm about to say what? Shiro stopped practicing, twirling her baton when she heard footsteps behind her.
My, what could Haru-chan possibly want with me at this time? Hey, I'm only going to say this once, but this time I'm going to tell you out, you know. You might be called Great Empress, but my era is about to come too. So, this is what this is about, my little Haru-chan.
Shiro approached Haruka, baton still in hand.
It's fine.
She about to whack you in the leg or some shit, watch.
It's fine. I welcome it. In fact, struggling for the top position is one of our founding principles at Quasar.
Whoa, wait a minute. Oh man, just because I said that, what if fucking Shiro just like breaks her kneecap or some shit just to leave a spot open for Sasami? Oh my god. Ah! Oh, sweet heaven.
But you know, you better be on your guard. Who knows what unexpected surprises you might encounter on your way to the top.
What do you mean? Oh, do you know something we don't?
A little birdie told me we might
Be getting a new member soon. Someone who might be greater than either of us. Oops. My loose, impudent tongue. That was supposed to be Kami Peace big announcement, you see. Didn't you hear? This from me. Well, if we needed any more confirmation, there it is.
a new member, but there's no one on the training program you could be referring to. Who the hell's this new member then? Kami P's planning something again? Just a little rumor I heard. That's all. It could be nonsense for all I know.
More of your tricks, huh?
What a foolish state of affairs, always being held to the whims of powerful men and their schemes. It truly is a difficult job being an idol, no? Haru-chan, let's do our best in this mad world.
Like I'd heed your words. You're just trying to confuse me, aren't you?
The center position is going to belong to me. I've been getting more fans the past 2 years while you stayed at roughly the same level. It's obvious what the trend is. So you better cling to your own crown tight, Empress. It'd be quite a shock for you and the rest of the world to realize that your power was nowhere as great as you presumed. In the end, I suppose we're all entertainment.
What?
Nothing, my dear Kohai. Then let us meet at Budokan and see which of us is fit to rule Quasar and the idol world in this grand continuing pageant of the stars.
Oh boy, it's the Dome Live. Oh boy, it's the Dome Live. It's the Dome Live, guys. It's the Dome Live. Nothing bad's gonna happen. At last, our long-awaited moment came. Our Dome Live. I stood in the control room overlooking the entire stadium. What looked like a million fans stood below me, awaiting anxiously for the arrival of their 7 shining stars, soon to be 6. Despite everything that had happened up to this point, I let out a chuckle, so we were here at last. I don't understand, because like, if she switched over to Quasar, wouldn't people hate her for that? I don't know. For any idol unit, the Tokyo Dome was their final aim. There was no greater or prestigious venue in the nation. This live would be the very embodiment of Starnova's power. My heart beat in my throat. Everything was riding on this, and it's about to go crashing down. If we pulled this off, then we really did have a credible shot at dethroning Quasar as the No, you don't. idol unit of the land. Everyone, I was counting on you. It's not, man. It's about to be a mess. The girls stood huddled in a circle below the stage.
At last, we're here.
You got that right. At last. I knew we haven't been on the best terms lately, but we really pulled it off. Yeah, honestly, it still feels like a dream. I never thought we would actually. Save for tears for the final song, One-sama. We haven't even begun yet, and you've already turned on the waterworks. You're right, Sasa-chan. This is all thanks to your hard work. I know how tough it is to be the center. It's something I can't even ever imagine doing myself. Maybe we all lucked out having you as our center. Alright, I acknowledge it. Nice going, Lamb of Starnova. You've got this live. Indeed, everything was thanks to Sasa-chan's hard work that we managed to get this far. Yahoo! Let's do it! Let's do it!
Everyone. What am I doing, being such a two-faced idol all the time? I've got something to do. This is our dome life, after all. I can't be so down all the time. Maybe, just once, I can be my old self again. This is our big moment, after all. The accomplishment of Starnova's dream. It's this life that's going to make everything we've gone through worth the pain. Everything all 7 of us had to overcome to reach this point. I can't let everyone down.
Indeed, all this time her teammates had been suffering alongside them. Nemu found out that she was the love child born from a disgraced former idol, but she still reached the stage. Mika's television drama had been panned by critics and viewers alike, but she was still here trying to become an idol. Julia got embroiled in scandal after scandal and always badmouthed by her haters, but she was still here, and not just for her Lambo. Because deep down, she still cared for her feline. Aki's mom was a self-absorbed failure of a parent, and she had suffered under Oda, and that she was still here, still trying hard to become the #1. Natan's farm was almost about to be foreclosed by the bank before Starnova's explosive success, and thanks to everyone's hard work, she was still here, and her family was now doing better. And Maria had suffered the most out of all of them. She had shed tears from when she was 14 years old to reach this grand stage. She had signed a contract with the devil himself, been humiliated and kicked out of the very idol group she sacrificed the best years of her life to be a part of. And yet all of them stood here by Sasami's side.
The moment. This moment is what's going to make everything worth it.
Sasami looked at each of the girls' faces.
Being an idol turned out nothing like we expected. Reality was so different from all the happy, fluffy, easygoing things that you see about idols on television. Our road was filled with disappointments, pain, and embarrassment. We had to listen to people as people said unbelievable things about us with nothing but smiles on our faces. Our lives were controlled by others. All the things we said and did became dictated by what people wanted, because that's what it means to be an idol, doesn't it? It means that your life is solely for the sake of making others happy. The weak, the downcast, the stupid, the hopeless, all the disappointments of the world, every one of them. But you know, even if that's true, we've accomplished our dream, didn't we? This is our dome life, isn't it? No matter what others say, no matter what we must endure, we still have each other. Even though we get stressed and lash out against each other, I love each and every one of you. Even though we're all born from different mothers, you're all my beloved sisters. This life is what's going to make everything worth it. This will be Starnova's biggest accomplishment. Let's get out there and give our fans something to remember. Everyone, all together!
Do they actually say it? I'm curious. I've never tried, but shining brighter than everyone else. A light to turn night into day. We are. Or maybe I didn't have to have them on. Maybe I had to have female voices on.
We are Starnova!
Yeah, there we go. Oh god. And I'm about to say what? I was about to say something and then the music kicked in. But I don't know if all that was bullshit that Sasami said, but considering that she's going to possibly be leaving them to join Quasar, I assume it was, so. Concurrently, merely a few kilometers away at Nippon Budokan, the girls of Quasar stood in formation, the television vibrating in the air. Or detention vibrating in the air, my bad. And this would be alive unlike any other. An intra-unit competition before the Idol Grand Prix to determine who was the strongest of them all. Despite all being Quasars right now, every one of the girls were enemies, and they stood straight as rod. None of them speaking to each other. The cue came, the stage lights deactivated, and the elevating platform raised the girls onto the stage as the show began. It begins. The decisive battle. Bye, Stella.
This shall prove interesting. Who will prevail, the Empress or the rising star?
Mama, Papa, Kaoru's gonna do her best.
Oh wow, I remember when someone else is gonna do their best. Quasar's main theme boomed through the hall as the spotlights reactivated, revealing the 21 members of Quasar and the additional 12 members of the trainee program behind them. Tonight, these 33 girls will fight to determine their dance position in the greatest idol unit in the nation. Their fates would be decided entirely by the 15,000 lucky fans who had managed to get seats for this event. Once the audience roars of thrill subsided, Kamijou took the stage. Oh boy, welcome to Quasar's 2018 fan election. You have been selected for this unprecedented occasion. Quasar's formation for the coming year will be decided live by your very hands, right here, right now. Without further ado, I present to you Okuda Shiro, who will explain the proceedings. The walls rumbled with exuberance as Shiro took the microphone. That scared me. Okay. I love you!
Win this, Empress!
Everyone, allow me to once again welcome you to the Quasar Budokan Fan Election Night. Because this is not a regular live, let me explain how the voting process will work. First, our 12 cute juniors in the trainee program will begin their performance tonight. Performance, my bad, I didn't see the period. Tonight will be their big chance to finally move up into the main membership by acquiring enough fan votes to be in the top 21. Please be considerate and give them a big round of applause when they take the stage, as this will be their biggest live ever. The audience applauded as 12 girls in their early teens stood nervously behind the main members. While they had both skill and the will to successfully reach the end of the trainee program, they were still but children. For them to perform at Budokan, the nation's cultural epicenter, that was both an incredible accomplishment and an even greater hurdle. After the performance by the trainees, each of the 21 members will individually take the stage for a solo performance. These performances will vary in form, singing, dance, or
MCing.
In short, any format is alright, if it shows off the members' talent and sustainability to be a Quasar. In front of you is your ballot, where you will indicate which girl you would vote for. Please ensure that your vote bubble, I'm about to say what? Your vote bubble is completely backed out so that the scanner will properly read your ballot. Once the performance have concluded, please drop your ballot off with a Quasar staff member at the gates at the beginning of the intermission period. There will be a 30-minute intermission as the ballots are collected and counted. Once the intermission is finished, please take your seat for the commencement of this year's induction ceremony. How will this year change in the format affect the team ranking? Will your Oshi make it to the top? With that, allow me to present the member of Quasar's trainer program, Gravitation.
Sorry about that, guys. Anyways, I stood in the control room as Starnova's live began issuing directions to over a dozen members of the command crew. Alright, cue intro music. The orchestration of the girls' debut song began as each of the girls took the stage one by one. Release the birds! Falconeers released a flock of exotic birds from behind the stage. They flew across the massive stadium, grazing the heads of 50,000 fans below them. Lights! Spotlights rotated in the direction of the 7 columns of light onto the stage. Pop fireworks! The firecrackers at the base of the stage crackled, spewing streamers onto the front row of guests. Release balloons! Huge sacks attached to the ceiling open, raining down the multicolored balloons down onto the spectators. And start music! Yes, everything was as imagined all those years ago. No, this is even better than what I imagined, because all this was real. It was really happening. Oh, and then it's about to... Shining Productions had thrown in everything in its arsenal for this moment. Our Dome Live, our beautiful moment. Look at them. Look at them. And literally in an instant, it's gonna be taken away. My whole body swelled with pride when all 7 girls stood at the front of the stage.
It's come at last!
Our Dome Live! Nova! The words of Cho's Senshi Starnova boomed through the stadium as the first song began. Wait a second, real quick. I just like to say something. This music right here that's playing now is actually now copyrighted, so if you ever play this game, I just want you to know that you're gonna get hit with a smack. Not like a copyright claim, but, you know, third-party match, that bullshit, the video will be playable, but they're taking revenue. So I'm just, anybody who wants to, like, stream this game or anything like that, you know, just letting you know that now. Anyways. I think it was, like, right there. Fuck it. Go get him, everyone! Sasami soared through the air as she spun in front of the formation. The chance of 50,000 men before her filled her chest. Yes, this had been what she had dreamed of all this time. She had been just a teenager when she saw her favorite idol group reach the dome for the first time. They had danced on top of what looked like an ocean of glow sticks, the very definition of wonder. It had been that spectacle which had inspired her throughout the journey as an idol. It seemed like such an impossible feat to replicate, a naive pie in the sky, but here she was doing the very same. It was to this which would wash away all the shame and fear what had happened before. This would be her triumphant victory. She would ascend so high into the heavens that she would be untouchable. From now, she would cease to be human. From now, she would have nothing to fear, and success and happiness would be guaranteed from the prestige this life would bring. And then Aki falls down, and everything's ruined, and then Sasami leaves, because that's, you know, that's how it happens. Tears fell from Sasami's eyes, but they were not of sorrow. They were of pride and relief. Everything had been worth it. Everything had been worth it. Yeah, it did repeat it. I was about to say, did I have a stroke for a second? She raised her hand on high as she could grasp the very moon itself. Satachan! I love you! The new empress! Oh no, the new empress! Do your best! Satachan!
Everyone's calling out for me. Let's do our best, everyone!
Satachan! The voices of the audience merged together into a singular mammoth voice, as if humanity itself was cheering her on. I'm not done yet!
Kira! Let's go! Never shine!
Everyone, rise, my minions!
Nova! It wasn't until we reached halfway down the set list that my heart finally managed to calm. So far, so good. Having assured myself that there were no problems on this end, I turned my attention to where Kodama was monitoring the situation with Quasar fan election. Even though Starnova's Dome Live was Shining Productions' crowning achievement, that didn't mean we were so far ahead in the game as to have the luxury of ignoring our competitors' actions. In fact, in terms of funding and size, we were still behind Golden Cat's power. How are things going on your end? Quasar has just finished counting the ballots. The results of the fan election will be announced shortly. Indeed, the results of Quasar's fan election could have far-reaching implications for the Idol Grand Prix. While it was possible that the ranks would remain more or less the same, if a sudden drastic change occurred to Quasar's power balance, then it was entirely possible that we would face off against Quasar, which had little resemblance to what we had seen before so far.
In particular, the center played a I was about to say, is the music going to start back up, or I guess it was supposed to fade out. Alright, so in particular, the center played a determinative role in both Quasar's power and image. Okudashiro's time was defined by cutthroat competition, both with other idol units and within the Quasar membership itself. Before her, though, Kihara Kana's era was defined by sisterhood and more low-key events. If Quasar's center were to change now, and Okita Haruka was the... What if... Well, no, I'm pretty sure if that happened, people in the audience would actually be like, what the fuck? I was gonna say, like, what if Kamijou just slipped Sasami's name on the ballot? And everyone's just like, what the hell? No, this has to be a joke. I'm gonna mark Sasami just because this is kind of funny, but I don't know. I feel like they would make like a, wait, why is Shibazaki Sasami on the ballot? I don't understand, but nah. Anyways, Anakita Haruka was the new rising star of Quasar and Okudashiro's primary rival. While she presented herself as cool, a trendy modern girl to the public, my sources told me that she was a monster behind the scenes. Well, of course. Based on what Maria told me about her earlier this year, it sounded like if she won, Quasar was going to become more cutthroat than ever. Who knew what kind of underhanded tactics they might utilize to win the Grand Prix if Quasar fell under control of a bully like Haruka? I opened my cell and monitored the fan election myself. Oh. Julie flipped through her cell backstage while Natan and Miko, this is new, we haven't seen backstage like this, while Natan and Miko are still on the stage delivering a comedy sketch performance. Maria looked at her with approbation as she sipped from her water bottle.
Unbelievable. What are you doing staring at that thing in the middle of a live? Come on, Oni-sama. They've begun announcing the result of Quasar's fan election. Aren't you at least a little bit curious as to what's happening over there?
Not even in the slightest. Those bitches can go screw themselves for all I care. Yeah. It's up Kaori and Mako and Stella. Those three are cool.
They're still in the middle of announcing the new third rowers. Come on, this is interesting stuff, you know. For the third rowers already got kicked out of by the trainees. As expected, letting the trainees put a live right in front of the voters before the election was gonna sway the results of their favor, huh? Well, not that I expect any of the second rowers or above to be kicked. Oh, just you fucking watch.
Maria simply rolled her eyes, obviously having no desire to relive her time as a Quasar. Not now, when her dome life was unfolding. Meanwhile, Sasami eyed Aki, who looked unusually exhausted. I was expecting her to be staring at her. Sasami's glaring at her. She's glaring back. And it's because Sasami's mad face is just funny. It's not really intimidating. It's actually just fucking funny. Because you rarely see Sasami mad, so it doesn't even look intimidating. It's like if a puppy were to give you like an angry look. Oh my god, I fucking love it, but I still don't at the same time. Oh lord. She grabbed an oxygen canister and breathed in its contents. What a switch.
Are you holding up well?
Yeah, it's nothing. Just a little out of shape from being stuck in a hospital for 3 weeks.
But Sasami still noticed the fact that Aki was putting most of her weight on one side of her body. Sweat dripped down Aki's face, matting her bangs. While idols rarely looked their best during summer lives, Aki looked unusually ghastly.
I see. Don't push yourself too far. If you're having trouble keeping up, spin toward the back and we can use formation C just like we practiced.
Yeah, alright. Don't worry. It'll be just as planned. Hey, Natan just got hit in the head with a big paper fan. That's our cue. The routine's almost over. Let's get into position. Just this one song with the whole team, and then it's time for Maria's solo, huh?
Finally getting to Tokyo Dome. It's a big moment for Maria, isn't it?
Yeah. Don't choke on your tears too badly. I'd hate when idols end up wailing through their solo songs. It makes them sound like braying walrus in the Commemorate DVD. Oh. A walrus?!
Do your best not end up sounding like a walrus, Oni-sama.
Alright, I'll do my best. Maria gulped down her tears of emotion and steeled herself.
All right, all together now.
Nova! Oh boy. I mean, we've hit our hour. I've been so engorged that I didn't even notice, so I guess we'll continue next time, which will be right now for me because I'm still curious. So thank you all for watching. Still gonna roll with the face cam for now, so I'm gonna be wearing the same thing in the next episode, of course, but thank you all for watching. If you liked this, hit the thumbs up button, save it to your favorites, also share with your friends. Let me know how you feel about this whole thing with the face and back and whatever, I don't know, but this episode, though it has been, it hasn't been like the others, so, you know, anyway, so thank you all for watching. Love you all, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye, everyone.